Want to do some mailbag?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I don't feel like standing up.
Okay, do it from there.
Okay. Ken, Alaska. I like that. Ken, see, that shows creativity. His name, you know, his last name's not Alaska. 2011.
It might be.
No, it's not. I know that.
Joe Montana. He's named after a state.
Well, that's
why can't why can't he be Ken Alaska?
Ken, write us back. Is your real name Alaska? Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah, I'm wrong. With Wolf and Anuki, both due back soon. Anuki is practicing this week, so he's back. I don't think he's going to be activated. With Wolf and Anuki both back soon, how good can this Denver pass rush be? Wolf's going to help. He hasn't turned into a great player, but he's going to help. They'll need depth. DeMarcus Ware said yesterday that what he really likes about this team, you don't have to play 80 or 90 plays. He said their second team, not true on offense, but their second team on defense is pretty close in most positions when you got Ray. And if you have Wolf, Malik Jackson will get spelled a little bit. That Antonio Smith doesn't have to play quite as much. He's a third down rusher.
These are all guys who could start anywhere else.
Anuki, when we saw him early on, was good. How much time? I wonder how good a shape he's in. How much time he had the scope on his knee. How much is he going to fit in this much? He can be a spell guy kind of guy. You know, come in for a series every once in a while. But I think he's got a future in this league.
It's depth. You're going to have 4, 5, 6 guys on the field who can rush the passer. It's incredible.
Safety's where the only concern where they have depth, I think.
Here's another guy named after a state. Dakota Joe.
Joe Dakota. That makes sense. Joe Montana, Joe Dakota. Why wouldn't it be Joe South Dakota, though? Does Cam Chancellor make Seattle's D relevant again? Absolutely. I'm going to address this one. I am going to be all over this one. They have had 74% of passes beyond 10 yards completed against them in the first 2 games. They've given up 27 points in both their games. Without Chancellor, if you look at his numbers, when he's on and off the field, he has been a difference maker in that defense. He thought he had leverage. It didn't prove the Seahawks were going to back down. He got screwed. I'm going to tell you, he signed in 2013 for $27 million over 4 years. They've had four guys since then. Wagner, Wilson, Sherman. They're getting twice as much as he got. The guarantees are 3 times as much. He's got a legitimate beef. Him coming back and they get successful, they better pay him off at the beginning of the year.
Plus,
at the end of the year.
A huge leader in the locker room as well. The other guys on that team look up to him.
He screwed up, though. He wasn't going to get it from him. So I don't know that he could have made. Could he have made the difference? Maybe. If you look at the numbers, he might have made a difference. People are completing longer
They're giving up big
passes.
plays.
Yeah, right. Nickname. Oh, here's nickname for the Broncos defense. Great Malls of Fire.
We can get Jerry Lee Lewis to play at halftime.
Goodness gracious, great ball. See, now you guys, just like yours, it's got to be right to the point.
I know.
It can't be all that stuff. It's got to be Orange Crush. And you were right. Orange Puss
2.0.
Maybe 7.0, something like that. Okay, those are great.
What else?
Oh,
London Bridge.
A twofer for you, no pun intended. I love puns. Biggest surprise 2-0 team and biggest surprise 0-2 team. Where's the pun? Oh, a twofer.
You take it, then I'll take it.
Biggest surprise 2-0 team, Atlanta. Never thought they were going to be 2-0. I've got to put them. Dan Quinn's done a great job there. They are an average defense. They were lousy last year, one of the worst defenses. Always been. Julio Jones is the best wide receiver in the league right now through the first couple of games.
Yeah. All right.
Biggest surprise 0-2 team, Seattle. You thought they'd be 1-1 at least.
I'm with you on Seattle. Biggest surprise 0-2 team. My biggest surprise 2-0 team is the New York Jets. Beating Indianapolis in Indianapolis with Ryan Fitzpatrick going against Andrew Luck. They're my biggest. I'm not that surprised by Atlanta simply because the division's not that strong, and also because I really believe Dan Quinn's going to be a good head coach in this league. And they had some firepower on offense, so I thought if they could get things going on offense, the defense would take care of itself with Quinn. So mine's the New York Jets at 2-0.
I'll go back to that. I didn't mention his name. That's the best name. That's the really good one.
I did. London Bridge.
London Bridge. Yeah. That's great. London Bridge. And twofer, I would just help you out, London Bridge. Make the number 2 fur, and then it all fits together. As someone who is a pun guy. Cowboys traded for Matt Castle. No confidence in Whedon, or is Romo going to be out longer than advertised? I don't think they had any confidence in the old Boise State quarterback, Kellen Moore. He's kind of bounced around a little bit. He's not really.
Yeah, Castle's new to the team, and he's going to be made the number 2 quarterback ahead of Kellen Moore.
Not right away. Kellen Moore's going into this game as number 2. Whedon, I think, has fit in nicely with the Cowboys. He was terrible when he was in Cleveland, but that was because he had a lot of coordinators and stuff. And I think he's kind of matured. He was a real bad interception guy when he was with Cleveland. So I think looking at their schedule, if you look at the schedule, that's a pretty tough 8 games. If they can get out of this with 3 victories, that would make them 5 and 5. Yeah. And then you can have Romo come back and win 4 or 5, and
in that division,
win that division. Yeah. He's just got to hold the rope until.
Yeah, I don't know if he can. You talked about the schedule. I said last week when Des Bryant was announced injured and out for a long time, I looked at their schedule and I said, "This team is done." And now with Romo, forget it.
Okay, Apollo 23 VO, whatever that means. Is Elway truly committed to Brock, and when will we be giving him a contract extension if he is? Les, I think you answer this because you had a pretty good idea. Pay him 6. Aren't you the guy that had the pay him $6 or $7 million? Give him a 3-year contract.
Yeah. Give him starting quarterback money, but lower end quarterback money, so at least you keep him on the roster. I think if John Elway was fully committed to Brock Osweiler, he would have had him sign an extension by now. I think they're deliberating. I don't think they're positive that Brock Osweiler is the quarterback of the future.
They think maybe Trevor Siemian is.
Maybe.
So give him.
And John will be aggressive in free agency.
A backup quarterback is not bad at $5 million, really, this day and time.
I think McCown in Cleveland is making that as a starter.
It used to be the old days when Mike Shanahan would bring in those guys, he'd pay them $1 million.
Yeah, that's what backup quarterbacks got around the league.
Yeah,
800 to $1 million.
But I think $5 million is a good number, somewhere around that range. Let the 2 of them fight it out. Bring in a veteran quarterback. One of those guys. There's guys wandering around. Josh Johnson, Kristen Ponder,
Matt Flynn.
Yeah, they're guys. Would you touch poop for $20?
Would you what? Would you touch poop for $20?
Yeah, I have.
Human poop or dog poop?
Yeah, he doesn't
or elephant dung?
Yeah.
Doesn't say?
Yeah, I would.
Can we pick what kind of poop we'd like to touch?
We'll ask him.
What does it make such a difference?
What, human versus animal? I don't want to touch human poop.
Why would you want to touch dog poop?
I didn't say I wanted to, but I'd touch that sooner than I would
There's a
human
great
poop.
picture online of a bear who had been chased away by a guy, and the bear goes to the cabin, and it's not a joke. You can look it up online today. So the bear goes and actually does what we talk about when you say, does a
bear something in the woods? Yeah.
He, right there on the front porch of the guy, it was like the bear said, okay, you're going to chase me away? I'm going to do it right here.
Yeah, can I do it for $10?
One more defense.
You win.
I'd spend $1 for the bar soap, and I'd pocket the 9.
One more.
Defense name.
Fast and Furious. Well, I saw that one somewhere. Maybe that's not bad, but not great. I mean, Fast and Furious. I mean, give me something. Purple People Eaters. Fearsome Foursome. What was the Cowboys?
Doomsday Defense.
Doomsday Defense. Those are some
Steel
defense.
Curtain.
Well,
Steel Curtain. What a great name. Steel Curtain. Maybe the best ever.
Boom. What were they called? Boomer. What was Seattle called?
Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Boom.
Doom.
Yeah.
Doom?
Something like that. Don't give
Doom
me.
or Boom?
Doom.
Don't give
Legion
me
of Boom.
Don't
LOB,
give me
that's right.
Swarm and Fast and Furious. Orange Crush. That was a
How
great
about this?
name.
Sacks Are Us.
There you go.
No?
Yeah. There you go.
That was brought to you, that lame excuse of a segment, was brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports, your source for the original
wasn't a
motorcycle. It's
lame
Indian
segment.
motorcycles. No, the whole segment wasn't lame, just the last part.
No, that wasn't even lame.
Check out the newest line of Indian motorcycles at Grand Prix Motorsports. They're on Connie Line in Santa Fe, and you might run into Fred when you're over there. He likes to sit on his motorcycle right outside Grand Prix Motorsports.